Surprisingly, if you're out there in the market to buy a laptop that is lightweight, small and has good configuration, you'll end up paying more than you will for a normal laptop. We received the Acer Swift 3 that comes with a 14-inch display, has a Core i5 chipset and just weighs 1.5 kg. You're watching India Today Tech, and in this video, we'll take a look at the laptop and tell you if you should buy it or not.
The Swift 3 has a 14-inch display and it sits between a small 13-inch laptop and a regular 15.6-inch notebook. Swift 3 is surely a light laptop. It weighs about 1.5 kg, which is almost as light as a 13-inch MacBook Air, even though the Acer laptop has a screen bigger by 1 inch. The chassis of the laptop is made of solid metal with the battery sealed inside. Though the design appears to be fanless, Acer has cunningly placed the cooling vents away in the gap between the display hinge and the laptop body. The keyboard, touchpad, hinge or the lid are all well made. There are ports on the right and left edge but no heat vents. The laptop body doesn't creak or rattle when force is applied. It is not as solid as the MacBook itself, but good enough for a Windows laptop of this price and weight. Swift 3 has all the ports that you would find on a regular laptop, except for one, that is the LAN port. On the keyboard, the keys have ample spacing and there is a lot of space below it also to rest the hands while typing. The touchpad is also big in size, as wide as an adult's palm. So while using the interface or using the 3-finger gestures that we use on Windows 10 to minimize or switch between Windows workspaces is easy and a delight to use. Though the keyboard again looks like that on a Mac, it also works well. The keys are contoured for a more ergonomic fitting of fingertips, while the key travel is also quite ample. Not to mention that the keyboard is also backlit, which is also a great feature in this price range. Beside the keyboard and the touchpad, there is also a fingerprint scanner that you won't find on the 13-inch MacBook Air. Coming to the display part, Swift 3 comes with a 14-inch screen that has a matte finish and has a full HD resolution. Despite being a matte display, Swift 3's screen is quite reflective, not just outdoors but in a room well lit with sunlight. Brightness levels of the display are not great either, though the display on MacBook Air also has similar problems in its range, and the Swift 3 somehow seems to imitate that as well. Under the hood, Swift 3 comes in various RAM and storage options and different chipset options as well. But the one we tested has the latest 7th generation Core i5 chipset, which is also the only variant available in the market right now. The laptop comes with 4 GB of RAM and a 256 GB of SSD storage. The performance on Windows 10 on the device is quite satisfactory, as you would expect from a Windows laptop in this price category. Apps run smooth and open without any lags. Surfing on multiple browsers simultaneously with tens of tabs open on each doesn't slow down the system, which is great. As far as gaming goes, Swift 3 is mediocre at most current generation games. Now Acer Swift 3 packs a 4-cell 3220 mAh lithium-ion battery that has a claimed backup of 10 hours. So should you buy the Acer Swift 3?
Though at this price point, you also have an option to buy the MacBook Air, which though runs an older generation chipset but has a much better build quality and offers a much better battery backup. But the decision is all about using the Windows machine. If you're looking for a laptop that runs a Windows operating system, we have found the Swift 3 to be quite reliable and quite a value for money at this price. Though you can't really compare an Apple laptop like the MacBook Air with the Swift 3 because they're totally built on two different platforms. The Mac operating system is totally different from the Windows, and it all depends on which operating system you are comfortable using.